Now, there was a spider here a second ago, and I did calmly, very politely ask it to be gone by the time it was time for me to film, but now that it is gone, I'm a little bit stressed. Anyway. Hey book tribe, I am Taya Kennedy. I have read over 700 books and I am here to share my favorites with you. So what we're going to talk about today are must-read horror books by Black authors. Now, just in case you didn't know, Black authors write horror books, okay? Now, I know that everybody always talks about the white authors, like everybody knows Stephen King, everybody knows so-and-so, so-and-so, so-and-so. But Black authors write horror books too. And as someone who has always grown up loving horror books, horror movies, all of that, it has made me so happy to discover that there are so many authors that are writing horror books that are Black. I want to share these authors with you, so let's get right into it. First of all, we are going to talk about the queen of horror, my favorite author of all time, Tanana Reeve-Dew. Okay, first, because she has written a lot of books and we are going to talk about 3 of them in this video, so yeah. But first, we're going to talk about my absolute favorite book of all time, The Good House. In this book, okay, let me tell you what it's about. So there is this woman named Angela, and she has inherited this house from her grandmother, right? So it's a house in her hometown. So she is in her hometown in the house having a party for her neighborhood, right? And so during this party, her teenage son goes down into the basement and commits suicide. Nobody knows why, nobody knows what happened. It just came out of nowhere, you know. And so basically she never wants to go there again. So we fast forward to years later. She hasn't been there in forever, but now she wants to sell the house, so she has to go back in order to sell the house. It's the first time she's been there since her son died, and something is there waiting for her. And that's all I'm gonna say. This is really good if you want a book that is actually scary. Like if you want a book that is genuinely scary. It's a little bit thick. I don't think 500 pages is thick, but this book right here is amazing. After I finished this book, I made everyone that I know read the book. I made my Mima read the book. May she rest in peace, my beautiful. I love her so much. She is actually the reason that I have a physical copy, because I got it from the library, and then when I told her about it, she bought it, read it, loved it, and then sent it to me so that I could have a physical copy too. So that's my girl. We love her. But yeah, this is my favorite book of all time. It's one of the scariest books I've ever read. I actually need to reread it very soon. I really want to reread it because it's been a few years. If you want a really good horror book, why am I rambling? Look, I'm a woman of few words, okay? I'm gonna tell you, this is the book, this is what the book's about, now go read it. Leave it at that. Okay, now the next Tanana Reeve-Dew book that we are going to talk about is a collection of short stories by her. It is called Ghost Summer. Okay, so in this collection, there are a variety of different stories. We have ghost stories, obviously, because it's called Ghost Summer. There's also zombie stories. My personal favorite was the zombie story called Danger Word, and it actually has a little short film that she made to go with it. I still haven't watched it, but I'm gonna have that linked in the description too, because I need to watch it. Hopefully by the time I post this video, I will have watched it. But there's also there's stories about outbreaks and contagion and psychics, werewolves, it's just all kind of stuff in this collection. And yeah, if you want, first of all, I actually would recommend that maybe you might try this first if you want to get into Tanana Reeve-Dew, because they are short. This one is thicker, it's over 500 pages, but if you just want to dip your toe in a little bit, read a story here and there, get little bite-sized stories, bite-sized scares, then that's perfect. So this is the Tanana Reeve-Dew book that I always recommend people read first. And then for the last Tanana Reeve-Dew book that we are going to talk about in this video, I have not just one book, but actually 4, because this is a series. It is the African Immortal series, starting with My Soul to Keep. In this novel, there is this woman, and she is married to this man. They have a daughter, and she does not know that this man is not human. He is actually an immortal, and he has been living for hundreds of years, and he is a part of this collective of African immortals, immortal men. And the immortal men have become upset that he has been gone from the collective for so long to be with his family. So they want to get him back, and they want to get him back by any means necessary. And I'm gonna leave it at that. I really enjoyed this one, and then I liked the second book even more. I need to read the third and the fourth book in the series, but yeah, really good. Now we are done with the Tanana Review books for now. We will be talking about more books by her on this channel all the time because she's my favorite author of all time. But now let's talk about another book by another author, Dark Corner by Brandon Massey. So this one is about this man, and his father dies, and his father leaves him a house. I think I'm right. It's been years since I read this, so honestly my descriptions might be a little bit off, but I think I'm right. So yeah, so his father leaves him this house, and so he goes back to his hometown. That's similar to the Good House. He goes back to his hometown to get the house, and then he discovers that there is this mysterious person living in the neighborhood, and this mysterious person is a vampire. And then weird things start happening in the town, and it all stems from this vampire. And yeah, I'm awful at describing books, but just if that sounds interesting to you, then yes. Black people fighting vampires, we love that. And this is great if you want an actual scary vampire story. Like, there are a lot of vampire stories, and I feel like most vampire stories lean more towards the fantasy aspects, but this one is actually horror. It's actually gory. There's a lot of death. Like, it's just, look, it was really good, really scary. Brandon Massey has a lot of books as well. He's just like Tanana Review, where they are horror authors that write a lot. But I have read several of his books, and this is by far my favorite. One thing about him, I will say that in a lot of his other books, they've kind of reeked of misogyny. So like, I haven't loved all of his books, but this one is definitely my favorite. This one was so good, and this is the one that I recommend. Like, if people are like, where should I start with Brandon Massey, this is what I'm gonna say. I need to give me something to drink. Hold on. The spider still has not reappeared, so I'm very happy about that. Okay, and then the last horror book that I'm going to talk about in this video, it is called Bloodfire Baby by Irene Carson. I think I said her name right. And this one is about this woman who, she just gave birth to her first child, and then her husband leaves her to go on some kind of work business trip, and she is alone with the baby. She's kind of freaking out. She's trying to be a good mother and all this stuff, and then she begins to see things. Are they illusions? Is there really a shadow in the corner watching her? We're gonna find out. This was amazing if you like psychological horror. This is really about this woman's descent into madness, how motherhood can drive you crazy. I usually don't like stories that are very like stream of consciousness, where like we're just in the main character's head, and it's not like there's a whole lot happening, but it's more like psychological. I usually don't like that much, but this was so good. I was hooked from the beginning. I stayed interested throughout, and yeah, like, this is really psychological horror at its best. I have read several psychological horrors, and this is the one that stood out to me the most as the best. So if that is what you're interested in, if you would like to see a woman descend into madness over this dang baby, trying to take care of this baby, being a first-time mother, maybe it's something that you could relate to. Or even if you can't, because I ain't got no kids, it's still really good. Let me know which one of these books that you want to read first in the comments. I'm trying to start keeping my videos pretty short, because that's just naturally who I am. I love a short video. I don't have to talk for too long. I just need to, just like I said, I need to tell you this the book, this what the book is about, go read it, bye. It's that simple. And also, if you want more book recommendations by Black authors, please subscribe to my channel. But also, I have a Black book guide filled with over 40 book recommendations of all of my favorites by Black authors in a whole lot of different genres, and I will have that linked in the description if you are interested in getting that. It's all my favorite books by Black authors. We got romance, we got horror, we got thrillers, we got nonfiction, like just everything. So if you're interested in that, check that out. The link will be in the description. And if you enjoyed this video and want more, check out one of these videos next. Bye, see you next time.